Good morning, Professor. My name is Christal Shaner. I'm a student in your CSCI 421 class this summer, and today I'll be demonstrating the functionality of my code for Project 3. As you can see, I've written quite a few functions, just replacing my map 2 with the original map, but I'm not going to be turning those in. Those are just commented out. If you would like to test them out, you can. For the sake of time, I will only be demonstrating my map 1 and 2, ordered list, my length, and max. Those are the ones that were requested in the assignment. Basically, for my map 1, I used folder to be able to help the function fold over itself. So to find multiple values and return one single one, kind of like emulating the map function a little bit more, except it only returns one value instead of a list of values. My map 2 is a recursive function, so it basically calls itself, kind of like exampled in the book. It calls itself, so it folds over, and then once it folds over itself, it's able to determine multiple values. Not multiple values, but it's able to find the values that it needs to find. And I'm implementing them here. For ordered list, I did choose to use the MyMap one, and that's just going to order up the list based on what it sees fit in particular characters. And the myLength function uses MyMap2. That was just a personal choice. And it also uses fold, and fold will basically fold over itself and then call MyMap2 to also kind of do some of the folding itself through recursion. Max function, all that does is also use MyMap1, but then it also folds over too, with an if statement to determine like sorting out how the values should be ordered, basically from finding the maximum value, just going over and over and over again through the list until it finds it. It's the actual functionality is very, very simple, but this is just an explanation for it. And I'll demonstrate it using Dr. Zhang's example. I have it pulled up here, and I'll just be using that kind of like how you mentioned in the actual assignment listing. For that, I'll just call ordered list first, and I'll just call the exact values. So we've got character A, character B, and character C. And we know that that should return 65, 98, and 67. And it does, in that order. And then we'll just do the myLength function. And we'll also use the example that Dr. Zhang put in. So 9, 1, 4, 2, 3, 8, 7. 7. And it returns 7, which is exactly, if we count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 values. So that's the length of the list. Now the final one, I call it max, the very bottom. And I will just also use the example that Dr. Zhang provided. So 2, 2, 5, 9, 4, 7, 1, 3. And so we will run that. We should get 9, and we do. So this code works perfectly fine. And again, if you wanted to test out the other ones, uncommenting them, you can do that. I didn't demonstrate that today because it would take too long. If you have any questions, please let me know by email or on Blackboard. And I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Thank you.